Good morning, guys. Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. We're going to hop into a Bitcoin update, but we're going to go ahead and look at the macro, the higher time frame, to get an idea of what I think is going on and what I think is possible. I've got two different scenarios here outlined on this chart. For those of you guys who have been following my daily updates, know which one is my primary. And really the only reason it's my primary count is because I trade level by level. So once this gets validated, then I switch to the other count. That's just the way my trading strategy and risk management strategy works. And that's the way I've outlined it. So that's the way I trade like that. Some people don't, and they trade the opposite way, but I do not. So anyways, what I believe we've got working here is this ultimately this higher degree 1, 2, 3, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down for our C, and now working on some sort of 1, 2 or 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we will have a 3, a 4, and a 5. Ultimately, that 5-wave target is really targeting, I've got on this chart here 108,970 all the way to about 160,000. So that I know is a fairly significantly large range, but that's just how it works. And that's how on higher time frames, how your, price targets can possibly spread out from that large of a range. If we were looking at a smaller time frame, obviously they would not be in that large of a range. But that is currently where we are projecting, and ultimately what will determine, where we'll be able to refine these targets as price starts to move and as we, as this unfolds. So that's ultimately what I believe is going on, is from a higher time frame standpoint, is that we're working currently on our final 5th wave up of this entire structure. And then, yes, from there, we'll have a nasty bear market. Not going to get into where that can take us to, but it could certainly take us down below 10K. So let's look at the two different scenarios zoomed in a little bit here. And hey, guys, by the way, just a quick shill. I am diligently working on my online course. I've got a link below this video. If you're interested in learning how to trade the way I trade and analyze markets, I have been working really hard on getting the course put together, and we'll be launching it hopefully within the next 30 to 45 days. So if you're interested in that, I suggest you, hop in and sign up to get notified, because I will only be launching it at first. I won't be publicly launching it. I'll be only launching it to the people that have interest and have signed up. And for those people, they will get significant discounts and some other special offers. I am going to be doing for 10 people, the first 10 people that sign up, I will be doing a 1-hour personal one-on-one session with them after they finish the course, to answer any questions and to help them really set up a trading plan and a strategy. So sign up for that if you have interest, but let's hop straight back into this. Enough with the shilling. Okay, so my primary count currently is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is in to put in a 1 wave. We had a ABC down to put in a 2, and now we are up on a 1 wave now and working on this 2-wave correction, which could retrace really anywhere down to this zone here, 61.8 to 50% retracement, which is 23,331 all the way to 24,634. And then we should be, we should impulse once we bottom for our 3rd wave, which that 3rd wave will take us likely over, $40,000, $50,000. So that is my primary scenario. And, if you guys want to know how I am seeing this current corrective structure as I see it, You go watch yesterday's daily Bitcoin update. That certainly will give you an idea of where I believe we are and where I believe we're heading. So if this really, if support breaks here, then I will lean towards this structure actually being a 1, 2, 3, 4, and this being a 5. And now we're working on some sort of a structure down, corrective structure down. And the support for that would be, really anywhere in this zone here, which is, 78.6% retracement would be a really deep 2. That's 17,980. 61.8% would be 20,200. And then the 50% actually lines up with our 786 here, which would be a really deep 2, and the 1212 count, and that's at 21,938. So really depending on how deep this goes, and if this does start to get deep enough into this area here, then we do have to also entertain the idea, regardless, that it still could be, this structure here, this 1, 2, and then we'll impulse up in our 3-wave. Ultimately, my targets are roughly the same, and I get those targets really from the higher time frame, not just the lower time frame. The lower time frame, I'm assuming, regardless of what count we get, we're going to have some sort of an extension in order to really satisfy the higher targets here. So a typical 5-wave, there's several ways to measure a 5-wave, but one way to measure a 5-wave target is targeting the 1618 from our 3 to our 4, which is why I've got this target up here at 160,000. So that would certainly be on the higher end. There's a few other ways to determine targets for 5th waves, but that would be on the higher end. And then, around 100K would definitely be on the lower end. So this thing still could do all sorts of things, but we just need to, let price action unfold and trade it level by level and see what happens. So that's my macro take on it, guys. We'll see y'all later.